everyone, today's video is going to be looking at teaching a foreign language to young children. And by young children, I mean children under the age of about 7. Now I've got 3 kids, my 7-year-old, I've got a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. And so I feel like I have some experience in this topic and I'd like to share some tips and tricks with you today. This video is being sponsored by Word United, and Word United make these beautiful flashcards that I'm going to share with you later on in the video. But first of all, I want to just talk to you about the sort of general approach to teaching language to little kids. Charlotte Mason advocates that language is taught through the ear and not through the eye. And this is for young children especially. She feels that, and she wrote in her book, Volume 1, Home Education, that when we teach young children a foreign language, we should first focus on them understanding it by hearing us speak it and using it in our daily lives. And that they should be able to speak it before you introduce the written form of the language. And once they have grasped how to speak some of these words, how to form some simple sentences, then you can introduce reading and writing in that foreign language. So what I really want to share with you, what I want to show you in this video, is all the games and the fun activities that we do with my little kids to get them learning the new languages. So we're teaching them Arabic and French in our home, but you could apply these games and these same principles whatever language you're teaching your children. And I hope you'll get some good ideas and some tips and tricks from this video. If you want more information on the Charlotte Mason approach to teaching foreign language, please check out the coordinating blog post that goes along with this video. I will leave a link for that in the description box below. All right, let's get started. So the first tip that I want to give you is something that I actually learned from a friend, and it is to have a daily foreign language time in your home. And so that might mean just half an hour or an hour every school day or every day where the children just speak that language and where you only speak that language. So for example, if we're doing Arabic, for that hour in the day, no one is allowed to speak anything except Arabic. And you would be amazed how quickly they learn how to ask for things in that language. If they want a snack, if they want a game down, whatever it is that they need, they're going to have to speak in that language. And so am I. So it forces me as well, forces myself to learn that language better. And it puts the vocabulary that they might already be learning into context, into a living context in their home, which is so important for retaining a new language. The second game that I want to share with you is called What's in the Box. And this is actually a game that my son's Arabic teacher shared with us. And basically you just fill a box with things, whatever vocabulary it is that you want your children to learn, and you say, in whatever language it may be, what's in the box. And then they have to reply. They put their hand in the box, they pick it out, and they say what it is. And if you can encourage them to use full sentences, that's best, but if not, it's a great way to learn vocabulary.
So we've loaded up this crate with loads of different plastic animals and a few toys in there as well, and the kids are fishing them out. In between each of their turns, we like to sing a little What's in the Box song as well, and I even let my toddler join in as well. I can't say she gets the answers right, but I like to have her at least listen to the boys when they're having their turn as well. So I'll say to him, what's in the box, in either French or in Arabic, and then he'll reply to me in a full sentence. For my younger son, I don't expect a full sentence, but I at least expect that word, that object in Arabic or in French. And like I said before, my little girl just listens really, but she does like to try and pretend.
So you could put in the box little toy animals, you could put maybe crockery or cutlery from your kitchen, you could put any household items. You could put blocks of different colours, so they have to name the colours. There's so many things that you can just find in your own home, and you play the game What's in the Box. The next thing that is really fun to do is when you go shopping, to have them find the things in that language. So for example, if we're in the supermarket, I might ask them, where's the banana? Where's the apple? Or I want 5 mushrooms or something like that, and then they have to go off and find it. And that is a game that is testing their comprehension. They don't necessarily have to speak back, but they have to understand what you're asking for. And if you have older children, you can even ask them to write the shopping list out in the foreign language for you, or you can write the foreign language shopping list yourself and give it to them. But that's for older children. For younger children, like I said before, it should all be spoken. And this is really fun. Sometimes you might get some funny looks from other people in the shops. I haven't been able to film this for you because A lot of supermarkets and things get a bit funny when you get your camera out. I don't know why. So I wasn't able to film anything in the supermarket for you, but hopefully you get the idea. So the next game that I want to share with you is called Colour Hunt, or that's what I call it anyway. And it basically, how it works is you have all your kids in one room and you say to them, find me something in, and you say the colour.
So here we are, and the way it works, I just call out the colour and they try and find something in the room that is that colour. And I have found that as they've got older, it's better to keep them sitting rather than standing in this game. Otherwise, it can get a little bit boisterous, as you can see here.
So you play that game and they have to run around the room and find something in that colour. But you could do it for anything. You could use for shapes. You could just shout out that you want a book or you want a pencil or something in that foreign language, and they have to hunt around for it. And this is a great game for young kids because they like to be active. They like to be up on their feet and learning at the same time. I found it really a very good game for my boys, and it's just 5-10 minutes every day or every few days, and it's amazing how quickly they learn. And also that little bit of competition with their siblings really, it encourages them to focus and concentrate. The next game that we did is called Get Moving, and this teaches children actions or verbs. So you might call out run, jump. We like to play this in the garden because we don't have a big house and I don't want my kids jumping too much inside my living room.
So here we are in the garden playing the game, and I tell them in Arabic jump, and then I tell them in Arabic cook. They did a great job.
So we go in the garden and I'll say hop, jump. I might say lie down or sleep or read, and the kids have to do the actions to go along with it. Another thing that I really want to advocate is the use of songs in your home, especially to teach a foreign language. It's such an easy way to get your children's ear used to the sound of that language, get them used to using that particular accent. I learned this from investigating and learning more about the Charlotte Mason philosophy, and in particular from using the Ambleside online curriculum. It's such an easy way to get your children used to hearing that language, the way that it's spoken, the way that it's pronounced. And, just singing in your home, it just lifts the mood instantly. If your kids are misbehaving or if you're feeling like you just can't be bothered, singing together is a wonderful way of just lifting the spirits, and I really would encourage you to do that. You don't need any instrumentals, you don't need anything fancy, just your voices. Now we sing French nursery rhymes and we sing religious songs in Arabic, and if you don't invest any money in it, you don't even need to. Just get onto YouTube, search on YouTube for nursery rhymes in French or Spanish or whatever language it is, and you can learn it from there. You don't even have to have your children watch it. You learn it, you can learn the tune, you can even find the lyrics online, and then you can teach it to your family. And I really, really would encourage you to do that. It's a wonderful practice to introduce into your homeschool. The next thing that is very frugal, but a great way to get your children used to hearing a foreign language, is the use of bilingual books. Now, I have never bought a bilingual book, but my libraries are full of them. And if my libraries are full of them, I'm sure yours are too. You just need to find the section in the children's library. When we went recently, I found books in Farsi, in Somali, in Spanish, in Mandarin, all kinds of different languages. And I'm sure whatever language it is that you are speaking to your children at home, you can find a bilingual book. And then at night, in the evening, instead of reading a normal English story or whatever language you speak at home, pick up a bilingual book and read to them in that foreign language. And this works particularly well for younger children. The younger, the better. And then for your older children, they can actually see those pages as you read. And so they're learning what the words look like now. And as they get older, they might even be able to read that themselves. So bilingual books are a brilliant resource to have. And like I say, you can find so many in your library. So once your children are a little bit older and they've got used to hearing the language and they're singing the songs and they've got some vocabulary themselves, then you can start to introduce the written word. Now, because we've been doing this for quite a few years with my eldest two, we have started teaching them how to write that language. So they are writing in Arabic and in French. So that's my 7-year-old and my 5-year-old. And we love these cards. These flashcards by Word United are a fantastic resource for them.
On one side of the card is a large, beautiful photograph of the vocabulary that your child is learning, and then on the other side is the word written out, or the letter for your child to read, and then space for them to trace over it and write it out themselves. The packs also include 2 wipeable pens, because the cards are of course reusable. You just wipe them out and clean the cards at the end of the lesson. They also include some reward stickers and stickers that you stick on the card themselves to translate the words.
It's this beautiful photograph, and on the other side they have the word written out, and then they have space for you to trace it and write it out yourself. And because it's erasable, which my kids love, you can rub it out once you're finished and keep reusing it. The cards are really solid, and the quality of the whole thing is just phenomenal, really. The languages that they offer are Arabic, French, Spanish, German, and English. And then the packs also come in 4 different sets, I guess. So you can have colours and shapes, you can have letters, you can have numbers, or you can have the actions. We have all the Arabic, all the English, and we have 1 or 2 of the French. We use these cards not just in the written stage. Obviously the kids write on them when they're a bit older and they're ready to learn how the written form looks. But we also use these cards earlier on. So for example, we might show them a picture of the colour and they'll tell us what the colour is in that language, or we'll, use the action cards and show them that action. So they are so flexible, and because they're so beautifully made, I know they're going to last for years. If you think that these cards would be helpful in your home and with your children, I will leave the link to their website in the description box below. So I hope you found some interesting tips and tricks there in this video, and you got inspired to teach your children language in a different way, something a little bit different from what you might have experienced yourself at school. So everything that I mentioned today in this video will be linked in the description box below if you want to go and find that yourself. And like I said before, there is a coordinating blog post to go along with this video if you want more information, particularly about what Charlotte Mason said about teaching a foreign language. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up. Bye.